Hey everybody, you've seen the show. We've seen the promo for this show. They're back again. Anne and Renata, down from the land down under, if you believe it exists. Because there are those that believe not only is Australia a made-up fictional land of actors that are paid for by NASA, that just, because, seriously, is there people upside down really listening to the show right now? Do you really think that could be possible? Yes. Yes, it's possible. So, and we're going to prove it right now because Anna and Renata are here right now. Welcome to the Three Beards podcast. My name's Craig, along with Austin and Chris.
Passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century.
Let me out.
That is right. Justice and honor in Massachusetts colony?
Welcome everybody to the show. Now I'm going to just tell everybody, nobody could see this, but Austin's over here messing with the thing. I'm looking over as the intro's played. I'm looking at here. His picture's just going, and I'm thinking my camera's just my system's getting ready to go down like crazy. So, all right, enough of this silliness. Let us bring on the main silliness. And that is Anne and Renata, who are they've decided they didn't catch enough abuse when they were here the first time, so they decided to come back for more. How are you two tonight, today, this morning?
We are
I'm not
fabulous.
sure. It's future for you.
Back.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you kidding? We have celebrities with us. Of course, we're going to turn you back.
Oh, we're celebrities, Renata. Isn't that cool?
I know.
Yeah,
it's a good thing we paid him before we came on.
Hello.
Yeah, we're but your bearded followers. It is what would we refer to ourselves, the three bearded acolytes of the frightfully good ladies, and we bow to the greatness. Yes. Oh man, since the last time we saw you, you have given birth to 3 shows, a podcast. You have also brought forth into this world a mighty oracle deck, frightfully good. And I think you may have one to show over there somewhere. Would you look at that? Which is available for purchase now. So you can, yeah. So it is. And if anybody has never watched their live readings, shame on you. You are missing a lot of fun. Obviously, lockdown has made it harder for you two. Because there's something about that personal interaction when you're right next to each other. Because Renata can punch you, and so
she just messages me and says, "Shut up, Ann."
Exactly. Yeah. It's just so you have that, but at least there's still, you guys have that personal connection, which is fantastic. And so just once again, thank you for coming back on. We are truly honored that you wanted to come back on.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Our pleasure.
And so hopefully Chris will be doing
anything else.
Yeah.
We did no better offers, so all right.
Yeah.
Damn.
You made Austin leave
already. Look,
yeah.
You've upset him.
Oh, sorry, precious.
Oh, Jody, hello. Thank you, everybody. Michael, Chastity, April, thank you for tuning in. I watch your guys' shows all the time because it's so funny. I don't want to encourage this. I really don't. But some of the most hilarious times are the things that you two say when the trolls show up.
I live for trolls. I love a good trolling.
I just there's two that they've stuck it in my. I mean, the one is, may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits. I go, that's one of the ones that is always stuck in my head. And there was it just popped out of my head right now. But there was a lady that came on, and you two went on almost a minute and a half free riff of just going to town on this poor soul. And I'm like, I don't even want to say poor soul. I mean, it's a well-deserved soul, because they had to know what was coming.
Yeah, so we actually do warn them in our blurb that we put on for the show, saying trolls, are welcome. Be warned, you will lose.
Oh, they do. They do epically.
We actually had a storm once. What was that storm that we had? And we got they must have put it up on some page where they stream live. What is it? And we had this storm of people coming on and trying to troll us. And by the end of it, they actually said, "Stop! These ladies are really awesome. We love them, and we want them to come over and do shows on our show."
That's cool. Oh man, that's the thing. It's like, for anybody that hasn't, I mean, you could watch live on YouTube. I'm trying to remember I think it's Frightfully Good, isn't it? Is that what the YouTube channel is? I'm, a really great host.
And Renata.
Yeah, a really good show host would have already had that written down, but he can't find his paperwork.
That's okay. That's okay.
I spent the last few minutes rummaging through my pile, and I can't find where I wrote all these little notes down for myself. So we're gonna make this up as I go along.
Yeah, and I have to say also, our followers love a good troll, and sometimes they throw better insults than us.
Yes,
very clever.
Yes, they do.
Very clever.
Yeah, and congratulations to honestly. I think one of the things that really lacks in this field and with a lot of us is there isn't enough people that actually celebrate each other's successes. And I want to take I want to take a little moment to just really, heap the praise upon you two, not only because of your dedication, but you two have truly started hitting on success. I mean, you watch your live things, your live feed, it went from when I first started, after you guys came on the show, and I would type, you could see my comment, and I'd get up there now. Like some of these ones in the morning, I'll type in, "Good morning, ladies," and it is immediately buried by like 70 comments that just start just coming in. Yeah, I was like, some people would be like, "They never talk about me anymore." They can't. There's like hundreds of comments just flying. Anne's over there like, "Oh my God, it just jumped again. Oh my God, it just jumped again." And she's trying to scrambling. So, I mean, deep down, congratulations on just the notice and the success that you two are having. I mean, I can't be happy enough for you two. You deserve it. You really do.
Thank you. Wow. Look, all we're doing is we're just going on and having fun and doing what we love to do. And I'm lucky enough to have a buddy to bounce off who puts up with my shit and my weird sense of humor. And we're finding that people seem to like our sense of humor. God knows why, but it's entertaining. I mean, even my wife, I just had it over here. She hadn't heard it, and I was there in bed, and we were watching the show, and she was laughing too. And I think it's how real you are. I mean, the one she is where you started waving, and you're telling everybody, "Embrace the ugly bits." Yeah,
and it's just
the arms with the fluffy bits.
Yeah, she just you got to embrace the ugly bits, and I'm like. I that's why I tell people, I go, that's the part I love, is when you're so comfortable with yourself. That's how you know people are genuine. And that's how you know you two are the genuine articles. I mean, I tell, there's people that we've been interacting with, and one of the girls that watches us all the time, April Rutherford, Tanya Medea is one.
He's on.
Yep. Hi. And then Renata, you're right there. It's not in a necessary order. But of those three people I know, you guys truly have a gift. You have a gift. And it's not one of these where, all right, they're being fed information. The lady, there's somebody behind the camera going, "Okay, Renata, on, here's. Yeah. I go, that you can tell when somebody's just reading a card and it'll give you a kind of a genuine, like just a generalized, like this is what I'm feeling. But when I ask a question and you could tell Renata knows the answer, she knows what to tell me,
She's very
that's
gifted.
yeah,
Incredibly gifted psychic
amazing.
medium. I just make it up.
So, like I said, these few minutes, it's just going to be
gifted.
suck up central.
I'm so gifted that people message me back or email me and go, that was shit, I didn't like it. Because I've told them something they really didn't want to hear. So, that's my gift. My gift to the world.
Not accurate. She's accurate, but they just don't like it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of those things too. It's like when you're coming for a reading from people, why do you ask somebody like yourself, and we're not, I mean, you can answer this thing. It's just like, why do you feel somebody, like say myself, goes to, so Renata, I need you to tell me, am I making the right choice in my career? And then you tell me something I don't want to hear and you get all upset. Why do you think somebody comes to you for that answer, but doesn't want to hear the answer? Because I mean, it's the whole reason I came to ask you anyway, is I wanted the answer, but now I'm upset you gave it to me.
Because they're hoping that it's something love and light and fluffy and it's all going to be wonderful and fantastic. And we've been brought up in an atmosphere where everything needs to just be so positive all the time, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting to be so positive all the time when there is reality happening around you, and your reality when you look out the window and when you go down the street and when you engage at work isn't all love and light and fluff. It is hard work, and it is about being in that reality and understanding it and going, okay, this is the shit that I'm in. I better deal with it because there's nobody else to.
Yeah.
People sit there and go, oh, look, I'll wait for the universe. The universe will do everything that I want. Fuck no. The universe won't. The universe is busy trying to stay together and not be exploded into pieces. So we need to look after ourselves and do the best that we can with the issues that we have at the moment. And it's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be nice. It's not always going to be what you would love for it to happen. But it is what it is, and we've got to deal with it.
And so Jody Bailey put amazing makeup sessions that you two have. I mean, can I tell you, I was cry laughing when she drew the M on your forehead. When the two arches for your eyebrows. I'm just, as she's doing it, I am dying especially because I even have the screen capture. I have one and I shared it to Aunt, and it just, I was rolling, and it was just live on air.
Part of me dying too, please believe me. And I'm going, should we be doing this? Have we crossed the line? What the hell is going on? And when you sort of get in and you go, it's too late. It's just too late. We're there. We may as well go with it.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things too. It's like as you're doing it, I can't. It's the amazing. It's like the classical, straight and funny man. Where you'd always have like the Laurel and Hardy. You'd have the Abbott and Costello thing. I absolutely love it when you're trying to give a serious reading and Anne is just busting up. She's just doing stuff like that. And I can see on your face that you just I want a wall to just suddenly just go so I can continue, I can focus. And then it's just how hard you're trying to stay serious and not laugh at the stuff she's doing next to you. And it makes for amazing entertainment.
I love it. It's not a good show if I haven't made her wheeze.
It's what was that? Right after you were sick, and you had your pneumonia, and Anne kept making you laugh. So you're like, it's all you can do to keep from coughing. And so I could see the frustration at the time too. So and then I'm gonna sue right here. Renata has the patience of a saint. Yes.
It's just like steel. I'm just, working the steel to make it stronger. I've got to keep whacking at it there. I don't think that's the right word. But,
that's what true friendship is. True friendship is seeing when the other person is down and giving them a good kick and then lifting them up.
Hello, Tonya.
Get up!
Yeah, we got Joey and Tanya have tuned in. It's like Lori's joining in, Robert White. You know, it's. I mean, I honestly, like I said, I think when we first got together, I think one of the hardest things for me too is like when I'm trying to do something like is the time change. I mean, I think everybody has that issue, and it's a hard thing. Like everybody's like, what time is it? You know, it's like it's got to be like early in the morning. I'm like, that's 10. I think right now it's at quarter to 11, isn't it?
11.
In the
Yeah.
morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
tomorrow
Yeah.
for you.
And so it's, you know, it's one of those things that's, you know, it's really, really interesting. Like when I share something, I know it's going to be, you know, I'm getting ready to go to bed. You guys are getting ready to start work.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like flipped. And so and that's one that's cool. It's just like the shows. It's like I'll wake up in the morning getting ready for work, and you guys are right there, and I'll comment. You know, then you'll have. And it seems like you're constantly working because it seems like at night you've got another live show, and I'm just like, man, these are some
We have
work.
a beautiful friend over there called Patrick Keller, who also has a podcast, and he'll often get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, and he'll look at the phone, and we're on. So midway to go to the toilet, we've got Patrick going, "Hi."
Yeah. You got that mental image as he's sitting there typing his question. You're like, you need to wait, time out. You know, just give yourself a couple minutes.
That's true.
So it's, you know, what was the driving force between some of the shows that you're doing? Because I'm liking it to Mystery Science Theater 3000 paranormal version. You know, have you guys ever watched that Mystery Science Theater? It's a guy and he's got two puppet robot type things, and they make commentary they'll watch like really cheesy science fiction. And so the whole time they're making comments, you know, they'll make up for. So, and I've always thought you two should actually do that, almost like where you're dubbing a film. It's like you're watching it, and you make up the lines that really should be going on with this horrible acting, and but you
That
have that
sounds like
show.
a good idea, Ed.
Oh, let's steal that one.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Go.
Yeah, it really works because you see it and just, you know, it'd be like it's a really bad, like the bad vampire ones. But you two did that show, and it's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I like the commentary that you guys have on these things. I mean, it's like, I'm going to keep heaping praise because you deserve it. You deserve it. You really do.
So is this Ghost Hunters React on YouTube,
Mhm.
or is this the True Hauntings? Oh, right. Okay.
The Ghost Hunters React. Yeah, and it's really a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that's what sent us viral on TikTok. We have a management team, which I mean, at the moment we're not able to do much because we're all in lockdown. And they flew us up to Queensland, and we filmed all these little clips, and they put it together in this awesome Ghost Hunters React YouTube series. And they took some of them and popped them up on TikTok. And one of them went viral. We kept watching it. We were giggling like little schoolgirls going, "Oh my God." And then it's at 2.3 million, one of the clips.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. But no, that was fantastic. That's one of the things. You can see that there's people that are really starting to appreciate what you two have really worked so hard for, because that's one of the things. I mean, if I can impress anything out of this entire show, anybody that's listening, is that they need to just go, first off, AnnandRenata.com. Go there, start there. They have links, information for all the stuff. Facebook, Anna and Renata, Frightfully Good. You can go, you go to that page, follow that page, go to Anna and Renata on YouTube, go have these things, start watching some stuff, and I promise you're going to be hooked.
Yeah, please, if you could go to YouTube at the moment and subscribe to us there, we would so appreciate that, because we've just managed to get it monetized. So all this stuff we do at the moment, we don't get paid a cent for it. We just do it all because we love it. But we need to pay our bills, particularly since all the tours have gone in lockdown. So we're very grateful to our Patreon community who support us. But just by watching some of our stuff on YouTube and subscribing, that helps us too.
In that, yeah, definitely do that. I mean, it's just because, I mean, it's always been rumored. I mean, when you hit 1,000 subscribers, does magic, magical rainbows appear and unicorns? Does everything happen magically at that moment?
No, there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes to get it up and working. But that 1,000, and once again, it was Ghost Hunters React that got us across the line on that, because people found us on TikTok and came across to YouTube. I think we're at 3,300 now on there. There we are. Hello.
I'm back. What happened?
Yay!
All right. So somebody decided that we were talking too many real numbers. We had to stop.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It just suddenly just went. Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah. All I know is last I heard was that we went from TikTok, and that's everybody started moving over to YouTube, which is that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Look, it's really hard to find the thing that is going to make things actually happen. And as you know, the trends change every day, and you're literally on for a second, and you either have appeal or you don't. So it's what it is it's really hard work to try and keep those people that are following you, keep them following. It is working every day. I mean, I know Anne and I also, we kind of do this from the moment we wake up in the morning to sometimes 3 o'clock the next morning.
Well,
if we're preparing,
she does that, not me.
Yep.
if we're preparing for a show or we've got a presentation or something, it takes a bit of time to get all of that information together. And even though we spend a lot of time being funny and joking, we do take the things that we sort of deliver to people quite seriously. So we do research, we do study, we do continually do our own programs, and we learn from others continually all the time. So all of that is in the background, but we're lucky also that we're at a stage where we can do that. I don't, or am not going to be going out and trying to find a job at this point in time.
She's
other
too
than
old
what
for
I
that
do.
shit.
I'm
She's
too
way
old.
too old.
I'm too old. I'm 3,542 years old. So it's unemployable. So it is all about me kind of going, there is no other way. There is nothing else that I want to do. So I'm putting all of my effort into this. And, once you sort of get a mindset and go, there is nothing else that I'm going to be doing, this has got to work, then that's where all the energy goes.
Well, and that's the thing. You could tell, sir. I mean, because last time we talked to, Anne's has Oz Paratech, the ghost, the ghost investigation equipment, store. You have your own psychic medium where people can come to you for personalized readings, personal stuff. And I mean, and that was the part that's, despite, just the humor, the laughter, what seems like silly, I know that from watching and from listening to you too. And when you see some of these shows, you too have a passion about the subject. You too know what you're talking about, and you too take it very seriously. I mean, I think too, that's, and that's, and, it really shows. I mean, even though some people will say it's like, oh, these two are just goofing off, something. No, they are very serious about it. They just try to bring it over to where it's not a boring, style, just like read here. It's like, it's actual entertainment at the same time as they're showing off their gifts and their true talent. And it's great.
We're trying not to lecture at people. We're trying to involve them. Unless they're a troll. And we just try to present it in a fun way. But there are so many people in the field. There's a section in the field in Australia who look at what we're doing and down their nose at us and think that we're just all about the entertainment. We're all about the clicks. We're all about the numbers on social media. We're not. We're about loving what we do, but this is now our full-time job. This is what we do, and we need to make money out of it. People need to pay their bills. So there's this whole thing in the paranormal field that you should not make money if you're a paranormal investigator. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. It's one of those things too. It's just, I mean, I get it. You shouldn't take advantage of people, just like the snakes.
Nobody should in any field.
Yeah, and but it's one of those things. If you're bringing it in like this thing, if you've got to, it's like, yeah, you might as, if you can make something out, you're great. I mean, we're talking about, we're going to do another gratuitous plug. Speaking of, making money off of it, Lori was asking, where is the best place to find the Frightfully Good Anne and Renata Oracle deck? And right now, everybody shows it.
We're working on getting it up online, so there is an online click that you can do. We tried to do that through Facebook over the last couple of days, but that is turning into a nightmare. So we're resurrecting an old website, which is frightfullygood.com, which we are trying to get that onto there. But at the moment, what you can do is just send us a message through the Anne and Renata Frightfully Good Facebook page, and we can send you a PayPal link. The cost is $25 Australian dollars, $10 Australian post anywhere in Australia, and America, I think it worked out to be, was it $25 Australian postage?
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah. So just message us and we'll send you a PayPal invoice. You can pay that way. But thank you. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. I mean, it's just, I hope it seems like it has. I mean, have you guys had a really good reception to it? I mean, have you been selling quite, a few of those?
Yeah, we've only had them for a week. So they're going, I just have to say, Renata looks like she's in a brothel. I'm just looking at all the pinks and the purples that's hanging in the background there. She looks like she's in some sort of brothel.
That's, you're waiting for the hookah pipe to, to start, just.
Hold on, I'll go get it.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's just, where did you've got him behind you? Where did Spencer come about?
Oh, Spencer, isn't he gorgeous? And we've got Harry as well. I don't know if you can see Harry's entwined in there as well. Spencer is one of my delightful purchases from Wish. I thought, I'd like to.
You wish that you get what you ordered.
Yeah. I wanted to get a full-size skeleton and have him sitting up in a seat between us, but then I got the Wish-size skeleton. So I thought it was a full-size one, but no, there he is. He's delicate, is Spencer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, that whole thing with Wish. It's like, how did that come about too? It's like where they tell you, it's like you're getting this, and you get something completely different. I mean, I think it's that joke. It's like you type in something like, I'm looking for, a hammer, and all of a sudden, you look on Facebook and you're getting ads not only for some blue pills, but dildos and other stuff that all pops up on the same ad. And you're like, I didn't even search for this. It's like, why am I getting Wish ads? This makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird company model they got going on over there. I don't know how that works. Just random stuff, throw it in a bag.
We've all had a Wish disaster. Let's face it. We've all gone on for something really cheap. It's been delivered, and you open it up and you go, "Oh my God!
Why did I do it again?"
Yeah, it looks so good in the picture.
I think this time it was going to be different? Why?
We've all got, we're all suffering from abuse, from Wish, and we all keep running back like this next time is going to be better.
That's right.
No, right. But that doesn't happen when you visit AnneandRenata.com. You get what you pay for.
That's right. Nice quality cards as well. Nice, thick, shiny.
No, and that was, what we're talking about. That was one of the things I really wanted to talk to you too about that. So what was, the jump off point that kind of spawned this idea, that it's like, we want to make our own card. I mean, because I know you use the naughty Oracle deck all the time when you're doing. I mean, was that part of it? Was it just like, hey, I think we could make our own?
Yeah. People were telling us also that we should make our own. We've been doing the Tarot Thursdays for a couple of years now, and people were saying you should have your own cards. We were saying we should have our own cards. It was just about trying to work out how to do that. And it's kind of, you can kind of say, well, it's that easy that everyone could do it, but it's not. and it just took a while for us to figure out what we wanted to put on the cards and how we wanted them to look and how to make the process as easy as possible, because it can be really a difficult process. And if you go through any of the big places that put out oracle cards, you end up getting very little back from the effort. It's more as a marketing tool more than anything else. So we wanted to keep it nice and reasonable for our supporters and for those that sort of just wanted to have it as an additional thing that they can have to pull a card and have a bit of a giggle about themselves, but also take seriously what the card is saying.
Yeah, we also found that it was the cards that we were using were American and weren't in the Australian vocab. So we sort of we wanted to use the way we normally speak to people or what we would say to people, and put them onto the cards. So, you know, wake up yourself, Buttercup. You're not that precious. You know, that sort of thing.
That's awesome.
Little more blunter.
Well, and that's what I like too. You know, just about this. You know, when you read like the naughty oracle card. You know, when you'd read these things, I like some of the blunt reading. Like when Renata does her readings. Oh my! The prodigal son has returned.
Hey,
look at that.
favorite people in the world.
Look at
You
that.
like it, eh?
Yeah, we discovered somebody. He was hanging out all along. He finally put the quarters in the internet machine. So it's, oh man, but it was enough. This love and light. Let's get real. Yep. See, that's what I love. And honestly, it's like, and you say it all the time. It's like, I don't have a thing, but it's amazing how many times you pull a card out of that naughty oracle deck, and it coincides really well with Renata's reading. You know, for some.
Oh, we've found that a lot. We found that a lot lately. Ever since we've been using these new cards, they've been crazy the way they've lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I like to bypass and just say I don't have any talent, and I pass it over to Renata because it's so much easier to do that than it is to say, "Oh, I'm gifted." Is
it like radiation? You've slowly you've been
She's poisoned me.
It's kind of bled over to you. You know, she's radiated so much of this, you know, ability that you've actually, you know, started to take it in through exposure.
That's right. I'm getting good at making this shit up. Yep.
Yeah, because it's amazing. I agree. It's like she'll say that thing, and you pull a card out, and I'm like going, God, that lined up almost perfectly with the card that she just read. I'm like, that is. I go, you have more talent than you give yourself for. Or
that was your naughty that was your naughty reading of the day, Craig?
No, I don't know.
Oh, should we give you one?
Oh, I don't think we'd turn one down. I mean, obviously.
All right. Let's give Craig a naughty card. A frightfully good, naughty and nice card, shall we? All right. So what's the message from the angels and the spirits for Craig today? Oh, all right. You need to think twice, speak once. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up, okay?
That is true. That is true.
Your brain races ahead of itself and you just really shouldn't speak. Fucking hell.
That fits him sometime. Dude, be like, Craig, would you shut the fuck up and listen?
The cards don't lie.
This is very true.
See, they're amazing. These cards are amazing.
I love it.
Maybe you should pull one for the other guys as well.
Oh, Renata, you've got a set of cards there too. How about you get a pack out and start shuffling?
I think they deserve it.
Lazy cow. All right. So we're going for Austin next. Viking Austin.
No.
All right, go on. You going to do it, Renata, or am I doing it?
I'll do Austin.
All right.
All right. Okay, my spirit guides have sent me to this card. It says, are you going to follow your head or are you going to follow your heart?
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. There you go. See, his was so much more nice and laid back. What happened?
It
I know. Well,
was.
we've
I got
got
too much
both
going on.
naughty and both nice. It's okay.
Renata's nice. She's
I
the
know.
nice one. I'm the naughty one. So if you get a reading from me, which I mean, poor old Chris is about to get. Are you ready?
Here comes
Do you have
karma.
Do you have a specific question? You just want general guidance from the universe?
Just a general guidance from your
General
naughty
guidance.
oracle deck.
Okay. All right. Chris is seeking information here. All right. Here we go. Right. Darling. All right. It starts off with darling. Oh, it's not me. You will always catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Turn on your charm to get what you want instead of being so bullish.
Oh,
There you go.
That fits well. Everybody knows I'm the shit starter. Craig's like, no, you gotta be nice. Being nice.
All right,
Be
Renata,
nice.
pull one for Chassis.
okay. Here we go. Okay, Chassis, just make a choice so you can start moving again. You're stuck in a pile of shit.
Oh, damn. Damn, look at this.
That's fantastic.
Let us know if you resonate with that. Oh, I love that.
I like that.
I have a lot of drag queen friends, so yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
no, we
now,
didn't
Amy,
have to
are you talking
consult
about the
anyone.
makeup session? Is that what you're talking about right there?
We truly didn't have to consult anyone. It came from our spirit guides.
It's
All right.
awesome.
Oh, Laurie's getting one from me. All right. Then we've got to talk about a True Hauntings podcast too.
Yes,
All right.
we are.
So,
We'll
Laurie,
We'll wrap this up real quick, and then we'll do
a
this.
card for Laurie. What do her guides? Not that one. Need her to know. I'm sorry, Laurie. Are you struggling a little bit with something at the moment? Because it looks to me like you better learn to swim because you're sinking fast, my friend.
Oh,
So
no.
you need to learn some new skills to get you out of whatever the situation you're in, so that you don't drown with all the shit that might be around you at the moment. Love from the naughty auntie.
Oh my God! All right, so who wants? Tara wants one real quick.
All right, Renata, you're on.
Okay. So much
Available.
pressure.
Just go to Anne and Renata Frightfully Good, and you can message us for these cards. And we can get up to 3 sets of cards in a pack to America. In Australia, we can get probably about 8. So if you want to get together to get some cards, do that in America.
Okay, Tara. Believe in the unbelievable and make that shit happen.
Woohoo!
There you go.
See, she's the nice one. She gives the nice cards, and I give the naughty.
All right, last one here for Michael. Last one. Then we got to talk about your pot. Your
Is
True
that
Hauntings.
me?
Yep.
All right, that's me. We're up to me. All right, so universe, do you have a message for Michael? Because he's just not getting it the normal way, so you've got to approach us through the naughty and nice oracle cards. Okay. Oh, so are you stuck in something you don't really love doing at the moment? Because you need to love what you do and do what you love. Find your passion, and then you will be happier in life.
And then that's awesome. And then April was she wanted a link. Once again, everybody go to just go to Anna Renata Frightfully Good Facebook page, and then just send you a message.
Yep, just message us from there, and we can
Okay.
organise and get that.
We'll link. Austin, if you want to bring that up, the Anna Renata Frightfully Good page. Put that link up there for everybody.
Oh, there, Jody's all over it.
There we go.
Jody.
Yeah, there's Jody. She's got it there too. Yeah, go there, message them. They'll send you a PayPal link on how to get that, and absolutely, support these two. They, as you can see, I mean, from the ones that just got the reading right here, you can see right there, it's a gift. I mean, Anne taught, Anne likes to, like, I'm not, but I mean, everybody, 5 minutes on display, and you already saw that there's that's real. It's not, I mean, come on, it's they're not made up actors
40
from
little
Australia
gems
that work for
of,
NASA.
channeled messages there for you. 40
Yeah.
little gems of channeled messages in the deck.
Yeah, that's so like Anne brought the True Hauntings podcast. So first off, you started this. I mean, we'll save the real meat, the funny story, because I think was it episode 2 or 3 that Anne tried to destroy, where
Oh.
you tried to shut down the
Was it
studio.
Annabelle the doll one? Was it?
Yeah, is that
Was
the
it
one where you started mashing stuff that touching things you weren't supposed to touch, and you basically tried to shut down the studio?
Oh, this is the
Oh.
Newcastle Live Radio
Yeah.
on Sunday night. Oh my God. Fancy putting 2 old gals like us into a radio studio with a proper radio board and computers and buttons to press and saying, there you go, we've had enough training now. No, we hadn't.
So I can, Robert says I can see it now. I can just see all across her board is the masking tape with "Don't touch, don't touch,
Don't touch.
don't touch."
Don't touch.
No, we realised there was one song too many in there because we must have talked too long, and we tried to pull the song out. The lady who had helped us had just left like 3 or 4 minutes ago, and it was coming up to news, and the only thing we have to do is be at the news on time. So I said to Renata, we've got to pull this song out. So we remembered it was delete, so we deleted the song, and then when that song, I can't remember how it worked, but we said, we've got to click something to make the program keep running so it runs onto the news. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I'm taking responsibility for this fuck up. Sorry, it was me.
Nope, you're good.
And I thought it was double hit the enter because, 30 years of my life I've been taught enter is what makes things happen again. But that's what made the next
still
thing.
what makes things happen, Anne.
Yeah, well, it just went to the news, it stopped the song or something, and I've gone, I think I've just stopped everything, which I sort of I pressed a button so everyone could hear me say that. So I said, Renata, quick, go to the news. So she's hit news, which then a song started to play at the same time as the news, and then we couldn't find the mouse button, and then I'm trying to talk over the top of it to say, it's all right, people, we'll get this fixed up, and it was just utter chaos, and nothing would flow, nothing would work, and we were having to try and manually click buttons, and Renata's on the phone to Bonnie going, come back! It was awful!
Barbara was on here. It's like, it was hilarious. I'm like, I could have. Oh.
But the best thing about it was that our people who were listening sent us the most hilarious feedback on that. It was amazing. We had a song, Duran Duran, that played, except it played twice, and it played the same bit of the song twice. And one of our lovely people wrote back and said, I really love Duran Duran, and I really love that song, so it's great that I got to hear it twice.
And somebody else said, and we stuffed up another song as well called Spooky, and they've gone, I've only ever liked the first part of that song, so I'm glad I got to hear it twice.
Oh my God, it's fantastic. Because who hasn't been there? Who hasn't been there that stressed? I'll say that. It's like when we first started doing this, it was like, okay, now what do we do? What do we do? When Austin's gone, I'm like, I go absolutely just, it's like I've never done this before. I'm like, okay, what button do I press? And I'm like, we're just here, click. I go, I think that's it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's a train wreck.
But yeah, we just wanted to do really well. And you can watch from anywhere in the world. All you have to do is download the Newcastle Live Radio app on your phone or your computer, or go to the website on the computer, and you can listen live. And we're on at 8 p.m, Renata? 8 till 10 p.m. Mm-hmm. Sydney, Australia time on a Sunday night, which would be Saturday morning for you guys, I think. So, yeah, come and listen to the chaos that ensues.
And you can, Jody put up the link there too, facebook.com/ Newcastle Live. Yep. So you do that. And then, the True Hauntings podcast, you guys went on to this, and that's going really well as well. Just congratulations.
Oh, thank you. That was another one of the things that we really had no idea what to do. Our production company, the management team, sent us these two beautiful microphones and a Zoom H4 something or other, and said, "There you go, girls, make a podcast." We're going, "What? We don't know what to do. How are we supposed to do this?" So we sort of went through a few ideas and came up with True Hauntings, where we look at famous haunted locations or famous cases of a haunting, and then pull it to pieces through the eyes of a paranormal investigator and tease out the truth and what may be fabricated. And we don't do this in a nasty way. We do it in a very, very funny way. And we've got, is it 35 episodes now, and we've had 115,000 downloads, which just blows our mind.
I know. I'm looking
That's
at it here.
amazing.
We're all excited. We're almost at 4,500, and you two are just already at 100,000. It's like, yeah, you're just like, this is exciting, but I'm like, man, can you imagine how nice that would be just to even get to 10,000? It's like, wow, they're already at 150. It's like, congratulations.
No,
Before we go too far, I want for everybody that didn't hear it, and I caught it. She said H. And for anybody that doesn't do that, we started watching videos, and I started teaching my son, and we started actually saying that, because in America, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You pronounce it with the A. But that's the thing, is when we were taught that, and then when we started watching these British videos, they always pronounce it as H. And it was one of those, and it made sense. People are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, what is the letter A? The letter H, when you say it, have, hat, it's huh. Yeah. It's not there's no A. And so everybody pronounces it H. No, it's H. H.
Haven't you guys been watching Sesame Street for the last 25 years? Honestly.
But it's apparently they flip it upside down and talk differently down in Australia, because it's still H.
Well, you do weird things with your Z's as well. We call it Z, and you guys call it Z.
Yeah, Z.
I found this out when I went to Los Angeles, and I had to check into a hotel. And, of course, my last name has two Z's in it. So I'm going R-Z-E-C-H. They're going, sorry, what? I said R-Z, sorry? Z. Z. And then once I learned the lingo, I was fine.
Yeah, a lot of people just, like the comments are like, it's like, no, don't. I'm like, when you actually think about it, it makes sense to say, E, F, G, H, I, J, because that's what, and it's some of those things when you actually listen to other things, you actually pick up things, you're like, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why we didn't, we're not taught that way. It's just, but yeah, so that's just one of those little silly things. It's like, I caught it. And so I just want to bring that up. It's like, for anybody that didn't catch that, it's like, I immediately, it's like, there.
I wonder if there's anyone else that's online at the moment that may have an interesting question about something that happens down in this magical world here of Australia that really doesn't exist, because we're all upside down, and would love to ask us, because that would be amazing. We can dispel some really weird facts or add to them, man.
We can make shit up, which I'm good at.
Yeah, if anybody has it, because what I teased it when I opened up the show is the flat Earth groups believe that the whole, that there's people upside down on the ball, it just can't happen, and that anybody that claims that they're from Australia they are paid actors by NASA. And so that was one of the reasons why I wore a NASA shirt, because I thought it was just, it was awesome, awesome thing. So
this is my shirt for today. Excuse that. So tarot is cheaper than therapy.
Unless you get the wrong card. I may need therapy now. So yeah, with one of the, I know that, like, one of the biggest ones too that I think surprises a lot of people. As soon as you cross the equator, the toilets flush the other direction.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's one of those. I mean, does it alter your life in any way? Not really. I mean, it all goes down. I mean, it's not like it goes in an opposite direction. It just goes and it circles in a different way. I think one of the things too, it's probably from your travels too, how cool is it looking up in the star sky and seeing different constellations? depending on where you're at.
Read my mind. I was just thinking that. Yeah, and it sort of makes you feel like you're far from home. And you do, because we are so used to looking up and seeing the Southern Cross up there and the Big Dipper, and it is something I notice when I go away, which I need to do soon, just to see a completely foreign-looking sky up there, alien almost.
Well, yeah, that's I think so too. I mean, because originally you had plans to come up here to Florida, so if that still happens, let us know.
Yeah, we've got lots of credits we've got to use.
Yeah.
We're just hoping that things settle down just for everybody's sake as soon as possible, so that no more people get sick and everyone's losing their jobs. People are in so much strife. There's so much chaos everywhere, and it's just so sad that all of this is happening at the moment. It's not only our dreams that have been shattered. There are so many people's dreams that have been shattered over the last 2 years. And, everything it all seems to have come to a standstill. And because we have had so much freedom, really, over the last 20, 30 years, it's really hard for everyone. They kind of go, you can't take this away from me. You can't tell me I can't leave the house. You can't do this and you can't do that. And that's because we have just had, a free-for-all with everything. Those that live in lucky countries, and to just people to say no, you can't do something is like horrifying. People are just losing their shit everywhere because they can't be as free to do what they want as they normally have been.
Yeah, it's definitely, when you have something just completely alter, it's amazing how what you used to take for granted, you're just like, just to be able to do this again would be amazing. And then you realize, and it was something as just little mundane activities, and now you're like, oh God, that would be so cool to do that again.
Well, we're now at the moment in hard lockdown here where we are, so we're not actually allowed to go outside of a 5-kilometre radius, which is, how much is that in miles?
2 to 3.
Yeah, I was going to say somewhere 2 to 3 miles, I think.
Yeah. So that's it. That's our zone of existence at the moment.
And I'd just like to say, Renata, that you've got it better than me because I'm on the coast. So you get 10 kilometres right across. I only get 5 in one direction. It sucks.
God.
Yeah, but in that 5 kilometres, you've got Harris Farm, man.
This is true.
You go.
No, so for anybody that's not here, what is Harris Farm?
It's this amazing fresh produce store that has really absolutely delicious food and hot breads and cheeses from around the world and all your nuts and food from different countries and everything. So it's just this awesome shop where you can get all of this beautiful fresh food, and she's like 10 minutes away.
So
5 minutes walking.
Yeah.
So Austin would actually be in heaven right there. You're on the coast, so you can just go fishing every day. It's like
good to go.
Yeah, you just walk over to where it's like, what are you doing on lockdown? He's out in the surf again.
And never come back.
Yeah, it's just he makes a lousy lifeguard though, because he just rolls in the surf.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we've actually had a brand new YouTube series that just started up this week too. We only just put it up yesterday, I think it was. And this is hilarious. It's called Paranormal Trash or Treasure. And we get onto eBay and Craigslist and all those places where they sell haunted items. And the description, have you ever read the description that people put on some of those haunted items?
I've seen a couple, but no, I'm sure they make up some crazy stuff.
Oh, they do. So we're actually looking at some of the crazy stuff that you can actually buy on those places and sharing it all with people. And we put one up yesterday, which was on what was it yesterday's, Renata? Arby.
It was the doll.
No, Arby's coffin box is the one
Oh,
that's up.
Arby's coffin box.
Yeah. And the story that's attached to that's got bishops and priests and exorcists and all sorts of things. And it's an old Barbie doll and one of the cheaper versions, and a Bible that someone's pretended to write something in, a thin chain with a really cheap bell on it, and a fold-out prayer screen. And the story that's attached is insane.
Oh my God! Because I don't know if you have ever heard the craft store Hobby Lobby. We have them
No.
here in the States. It's a big craft, and you can buy all sorts of stuff, for decorations, hobby crafts. You can buy little wooden boxes, and I've seen Dybbuk boxes listed where you can clearly tell it was somebody that went to some place like Hobby Lobby, bought the little white wood box, and just kind of stained it, wrote some weird things on there with craft paint, and threw some chicken bones in there, and then they're putting it as a haunted Dybbuk box.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so you basically, as you're eating your chicken wings, you're just throwing the bones inside there. It's like, what am I going to do with them? I just made a Dybbuk box.
Yeah.
eBay.
Yeah. Well, there's another one that we did, which we did on the radio show, and it was basically a wine bottle or a Coke bottle or something, and they've painted it and used glue guns and stuck things on it and then painted it again, and they've got it sitting there on the workbench with the paints and the glue gun behind it. And it's like,
God. That's always as good as those fails. Have you ever seen, it's not haunted related, but have you ever seen like the listing fails? One guy took a picture. It was putting a tea kettle on. I think it might have actually been a girl too, but it was somebody, whoever took it, they showed this highly reflective silver tea kettle, and they're listing it, and you can clearly see them naked as they're taking the photo. They're completely nude in the photo. Listen, and it's amazing the stuff that people, they don't even think about, and they just post it.
Yeah. Well, there's some classic ones coming.
I can't wait.
Series. I think the next one coming up is Tori the Haunted Doll, so you can have fun with her. But there's many items coming.
In many ways.
Yeah, those are all. And then are you on most podcast platforms?
We're on Spotify, iTunes, the all the major ones.
Okay.
If you just type in True Hauntings and Renata, you will find it.
Okay, so everybody definitely follow that one, because that's you were going to really enjoy those shows.
We actually do have an Outback restaurant in Australia. I think there's one. And I really wanted to go there when I was in America, but we just ran out of time. And I wanted to see what their Australian accent was like if they were going to try and do one.
I was going to say, it's kind of like that old joke. If, what do they call a Chinese restaurant in China? Just the restaurant. I'm like, what do you call the Outback restaurant in the Outback? The restaurant. I'm like, what do you? We're going to go to the Outback restaurant. I'm like, what do you call it?
Yeah, look, most people aren't really fussed on eating kangaroo or crocodile or anything like that. They're very exotic things that people will go, I might have a try. Occasionally, if I go to a particular restaurant that might serve that as something a little bit different, but it's certainly nothing. You don't necessarily buy it in supermarkets and go, I'll go home and I'll have crocodile this evening for dinner.
We are the only country that eats our national emblem.
What?
We've got the kangaroo and the emu are our national emblem, and I think we're the only country in the world that eats our national emblem.
Yeah, you go to prison if you eat a bald eagle. I mean,
I'd like to see someone try.
Oh. Man,
do y'all have smoked emu legs there?
No,
there's
not enough meat on them.
Oh, so that's not what they serve at Disney. That's what I heard they was at Disney. They're not technically turkey legs, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard that one.
No.
Yeah, apparently kangaroo meat is gamey.
Yeah, it is.
According to my husband.
I've never tasted it, but it's very gamey. It's apparently exceptionally good meat from the protein point of view, but yeah, I'm not into that sort of stuff. So
Well, it's like you always see those videos of a kangaroo that's getting ready to fight, and it looks like they've been on roids. I mean, the thing's just all, completely like this, just muscular, and you're like, man, I mean, that thing looks like it's ready for, to go 10 rounds in some ring, and you always see that Aussie guy that would just come running up. It was when it was attacking a dog. You see, it just comes up without fear and just punches it right in the kangaroo's like stunned, like, I can't believe that just happened. And then he just starts wailing on it. And I'm like, I guess you have to be tough when everything in Australia wants to kill you.
Yeah,
That is true.
Can't even go to the toilet safely. There might be a redback spider there, or a funnel web, or a snake curled up somewhere.
The huntsman spider that's the size of a hubcap that's up there in the corner getting ready to launch at you like Alien movie.
They terrify me.
How much would it cost to have room meat shipped to us? Because we're having a taco contest, and we need some kind of meat. Some kangaroo, maybe. Is that legal? Is it legal to bring over here?
I'm not sure how I'd package that.
I don't know if it's legally in America or not.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's just I don't even know how we do that. Not
Would you like
even
some
cheap.
kangaroo jerky or something? I could send that across.
Yeah, Chassie, I agree. Those spiders, those huntsman spiders. Oh my God, those things are just like. You look up there, and I mean, it looks like a crab is hanging up there in the corner of a house, and you're just like, I'm like, people actually live like this. I'm like, this is that viral GIF, when you see the guy with the flamethrower on the tree. I'm like, it's about that size of that spider.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
To
see.
I mean, between the snakes and just everything. I mean, you guys some.
Like you said, a diamond python in your grocery store. It's like, holy shit! No, wherever you go, you have to watch out for things going to kill you. It's insane.
Well, even a platypus. You can't let those things bite you.
No.
I mean, just everything down there.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a cute little duck, duck-billed beaver, and it's like, no, that thing bites you, you're screwed. I'm like, no wonder they made this place a prison colony. Everything's deadly. It's like, you're like, where's the guards? Oh no, trust me, nature's got this one.
You've got to be tough to live in Australia.
Yeah, it's like you think this Tory from up here is going to survive? Nah, just stick them down there with the platypus. They'll learn.
Well, look, actually, you got it very right, because when the first convicts came out to Australia and any of them escaped, they had no idea how big Australia was. And they thought that if you walked a few days, you would get to somewhere else. No, you just got further into the bush. And they all died. They all died because there was nothing there that you could eat, or if you tried to eat it, it would probably poison you. And yes, any animal that you encountered would probably either scratch you or bite you, and you just died. So, yeah, they learned very quickly that there was no point in trying to escape anywhere.
And as you're there lying there suffering from a snake bite or something, a kangaroo just comes up and starts punching you in the face just because it wants to.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Oh, Meryl Streep when doing her Australian accent. Oh, bless her. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even try. I think it's brutal when people try to do to do the really bad just they try just. Bless their heart, they try.
That was a movie about Azaria Chamberlain, who was supposedly eaten by a dingo. I think the famous line was, "A dingo took my baby." That's it. A dingo ate my baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What movie made fun of that? They're like, that was a national tragedy. That was the comeback line when somebody was joking. I think it might have been Tropic Thunder. I think that one.
Yeah.
I think Tropic Thunder said that. It's like, listen to your Kangaroo Jack. Dingo ate my baby. That was a national tragedy. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Those are some funny ones. But yeah, we gotta wrap it up here because I know Renata is on the clock. The lunch break's gonna come to an end here shortly.
Yeah. Don't interfere with Renata's lunch break. She gets cranky, and cranky Renata is not nice.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody got definitely talk to Renata now. She's giving you nice cards.
how's the hauntings situation in America at the moment? Over the last year and a half, a lot of people have been at home, and a lot of the news is coming through that people are finding that their houses are very haunted when they weren't before, or there are a lot more people reporting hauntings. Is that something that's happening over in America?
No, I haven't heard. I
No,
haven't heard much of it. I mean, I think maybe their wife is haunting them to do the task. Hey, you're sitting home, do this task. But I don't know. Maybe Craig has heard something about it.
Well, I
know a
know
lot
there's a lot of reports, like a lot of people, like COVID has really ramped up everything from UFO to cryptid to, like I said, even I would even say haunting probably as well too, because instead of us being in this rush, got to get here, got to get here, got to get here, we're finally actually doing what we should be doing all along, just taking a moment to relax and look up and see the stars. And so people are seeing something fly by and they're like, I just saw a UFO. And they're like, oh my God, I had an experience and a report. And I think that's part of it. It's like you're spending all this time at home now that you're probably noticing things, whether or not it might be a true like ghost thing or it's just the house settling, but people are probably seeing a lot of that stuff. Like I'm hearing pops, I'm hearing creaks. I've told my personal story. I mean, I've had 2 instances now where I know I've seen a figure in this house. This house is brand new.
Yeah.
And I've seen a smaller, I'd say probably about 4.5 to 5 foot tall, thing that looks like it's peering around the corner, like Whitley Strieber from Communion, the alien, when it peeks out behind the bookcase. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this thing, the shadow just kind of do this, and then as soon as I look, it goes away. I hop out of bed, and there's nothing there. So it's my son's asleep, house is locked up. There's no I would hear him running down the stairs, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's the guy that hit his finger with the hammer while he was building the house.
Yeah.
But see, this is where people get confused because it's not necessarily the house that has the haunting. It might be a person.
Yes, that's
So
a
who
good
have you
point.
brought with you?
Or the ghosts are sick of being in what used to be a quiet house, but now that the people are there at home continuously, they've gone, oh, stuff this, we're finding a new place. And they're probably going down the road going, this looks good, we'll go into Craig's place.
Yeah. And April was just saying too, the land's not new. So there's a good chance it might be something tied to the land that the house was built on. But yeah, I think that's one. I mean, it's just obviously lockdowns, it's really hard, especially for yourself, somebody that likes to do investigations. It's really hard because you can't get out.
Oh yeah, I'm really missing it. I'm so missing going into an area or a space that is haunted and having people there where we can discuss things and show things and use equipment. It's I'm really having a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I hope that opens up soon for you guys because that's just one. I mean, I know you'd had a lot of people that would drop in for personal readings and stuff like that, and I hope that gets back for you real soon. I really do.
Yeah, we do too. We just hope everyone's safe. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This is awful. It's awful for so many people who are really sick at the moment and are losing. I've got a lovely bunch of people, and a lot of them have small businesses that are really struggling. So it's hard for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, it's at once, especially like that. Like we said, go to Ann and Renata, Frightfully Good. Message them. Get that wonderful oracle deck that everybody that got a real quick reading here absolutely loved it. Yep. See, there it is.
Yep. Yay, Jody. Thank you.
And we're actually on tonight live, our time 8:30 to 9:30 for our tarot Thursday evening. So yeah, if anyone, that would be your afternoon, I'm assuming, or yeah.
I think that's tomorrow morning at 6:30.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh right, okay.
For us, I know that's what it is. Your evening, you're about to go to bed. That's usually the one where I'm waking up and I've got the notice that Anna and Renata are about to go live. I've got that countdown timer. And so that's usually when I'll try to get, pop in there and say good morning, and then that's when 1,700 other people chime in at the same time, and we're lost. So that's
when we see you pop up, we always say hi to Three
I know.
Beards. We always
I know,
do.
and that's why I was joking at the beginning. It's like before it used to be just like right there, like you'd be seen, but that's why it's so cool how much you could see the success that you guys have gotten between May and now. I mean, we're talking 3 months, and I mean, just exploded.
Seems
the
so long
success
ago.
It does.
And and you look at that. I mean, because I was telling the guys, I mean, there's sometimes you guys easily have 80 to 100 live viewers watching your show, and that's phenomenal, especially with how much Facebook is throttling organic
we
reach.
used to get 200 to 300, and then Facebook changed the algorithm, and we get 100 now. We are singing the praises.
Yeah.
And have you looked into what as a remnant, real quick, have you looked in to see what they want for you to advertise? It's so ridiculous. Chris was looking it up too. For I think it's $20. I think is it $20 a month or $20 a week? It's some just real thing.
And they only guarantee you like not too many people.
They are guaranteed somewhere between 10 to 12 organic reach for that money.
Yeah.
10 to 12 people.
Wow.
And so you could spend like $200 to $300 a month for this ad, and they guarantee that you're going to get somewhere between 12 and I think it's like 1,200 or 1,500 organic people. I'm like, that's so expensive. You'd be better off just paying somebody to go in a helicopter and just throw reams of paper that you printed with your stuff on it and just throw it out there and let people collect it. You're going to save yourself some money, and you'll reach more people.
Yeah.
And look, that's why podcasts like yours are so important, and that we can't get sidetracked by small numbers, because what we are all doing and what you are doing at the moment is promoting not only your platform but promoting other people's work, and often that is the best way for people to meet other people and to get to know them and to get to like them. When they watch another podcast and go, oh gee, I like those people, that's awesome, I'll go on their page and support them. So no matter whether we get 10, 15 people or 30 or 50 people, we still have to be doing this. Honestly, we still really do, because it's important that all this information gets out to people as best that it can.
Yeah, M.A. Allen just said it's all about hitting that share button.
Yeah,
it really is.
We're nothing without you guys. I mean, our audience, you are the people who help us the most, and we appreciate that, which is why we keep doing what we do.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just everybody's like, if you tune into the show, you hit the like, hit the share, just do that. It's one of it seems like such a silly thing that doesn't seem like it's going to mean anything, but you're circumventing Facebook thing. They can't throttle it when you keep doing that. I mean, if we have 50, 60 people sharing it, well, that's at least 50 or 60 more people that are going to see it. I mean, it keeps, and it means, I mean, obviously, as you guys saw from TikTok and from YouTube, your reach is slowly coming up. So it doesn't matter how much they throttle it, you got the people sharing it, and it's still moving your whole thing up. I mean, obviously you're on radio now. As long as you don't hit the do not touch buttons.
How much longer we don't know, but yeah.
As long as you don't peel the tape and press that button, you'll be fine.
And we just go from one disaster to the next. Let's face it, that's what life is. One disaster to the next, and just keep drinking coffee and you'll be fine.
That's what makes the charm, especially of Ann and Renata, is just that you guys are real. It's not scripted. It's not a formula. It's just you two being yourselves. I mean, you can see you two have found a true friends soulmate right there. Where you guys, I know. Hair knuckles. I'm just gonna punch him in the head. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you two, thank you so much. I need to let you go so you can get ready for your evening show. Everybody, please, AnnandRenata.com. Go to Ann and Renata, Frightfully Good on Facebook. Send them that message. Get that PayPal link and get those cards coming everywhere. They want a new home. They want a
They
home.
do. I've got boxes of them. They need to go.
Yeah, look at
They
yeah,
have
they're going to
they
be
have
very
rooms that
expensive
they would like
toilet
back.
paper otherwise.
No,
No.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. They're a bit hard for that. Unless
So-
you want to just scrape off the edge.
Yeah,
then
you can
just do it like
scrape.
that.
So, the season's getting colder, so if you carry them with you and you need to scrape the windshield and the frosty,
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, but that's
Look, we really appreciate you guys too, and thank you so much for inviting us back.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
fantastic.
thank you
and
very
then
much.
last night, like language barrier thing, and we learned this the last time. Whatever you do not tell ladies down in Australia that you're rooting for their success. You don't tell them that you're rooting for them, because as you find out that you're making a proposition to two married women. It's one of those things where you learn what we thought it was a great compliment. Me and Joey are suddenly finding out that we're propositioning two ladies, and it's just like we got the ignorance pass.
That's okay.
Oh, look,
as
Anne says, look, we're dried up and disinterested now anyway.
God, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. Well,
what a way to end, Renata. Well done.
That's a perfect way to end it. That's I said we wouldn't want it any other way. So you two, thank you. I hope that you earned your paycheck from NASA. I hope that that you guys made the handlers at NASA proud. So enjoy your time upside down.
Thank you. We will.
What other myth can we dispel real quick? But yeah, please, Renata and Renata.com. Go there, support them, like them, follow them, and Renata on YouTube. There's going to be a show tonight there in Australia, but tomorrow morning, 6:30. Everybody watch. If you haven't, I promise you're going to enjoy it. You absolutely are. And check True Hauntings podcast. True Hauntings and Renata. You're going to find them on there. And while you're there, if you feel so inclined, subscribe to these little guys called Three Beards Podcast. Sorry. You do that.
Thank you.
All right. All right, you
Welcome.
two. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. This was brought to you by Nanny Cakes. Go to Nanny Cakes 407 on Facebook, or give her a phone call here in the Central Florida area, 407-923-2898. And let her know that you heard from us for Three Beards, and she's going to save you 15% on that order. And we also can have merchandise, not as cool Oracle cards yet. We don't have anything as cool as that, but we have coasters. We have T-shirts and stuff at redbubble.com's Three Beards Podcast is the site. You can also go to patreon.com and adopt one of us beards and just pretend that we're yours. We can play along. So we're download the Zeno radio app. We are rebroadcast on Patriot Radio every Thursday night starting at 10 p.m. Eastern time, courtesy of J&J Beard Company. Go to jjbeardco.com. Thank them for being willing to put us on the radio show. We really appreciate them for that. So social medias, thank you for watching. Go to social media, like we've been saying, like, subscribe, share. Please share it out to everybody. That means the world. Seems so little, but you're going to make it means a lot to us. It gets us past all the algorithm problems. So, but everybody, we really appreciate you watching. Thanks again. And Renata, you two are amazing. We absolutely love you over here. And like I said, we look forward to much more success for you both. Good night.